Welcome back. So this is my 2009 Suzuki Bully 805. It is 5-speed cruiser. I do a lot of photography work, and so having an Android Play system on my bike is very helpful for when I have to get to my addresses, and I can use my phone for my photography, and I never actually have to turn off apps on my phone. So this is very, very useful to me. I'm going to show you guys how I mounted it. So pretty simple here, not much to it. Figure out which part of the handlebars you want to put it on, and then screw your main plate down, and then all you have to do is loosen this enough that you can get it on the end of each ball, and then tighten it down and sit on the bike and position it where you want it. Then run your wires down, which, as you can see, the zip ties they provided, I did use those. And then the twist part is right here. I ran that down. I left enough slack that I could turn the handlebars. I ran that down, as you can see, underneath the L of the tank. That wire comes all the way down here. Sorry, let me get on the ground. Runs up underneath the tank, and then right here, if you guys can see that, goes underneath this. I remove this, and my fuse panel is down here. Now, fortunately, I lost a screw, which I was a little upset about. So I'm going to have to figure out a screw. For some reason that one backed out from vibrations, but it is what it is. The other three are still there. But behind this, I open this up, and my fuse panel's there, and if you pull out the fuse that goes to your ignition, just splice a little bit off the end of it, wrap just the red wire around the ignition fuse and push it back in, and then take your black wire and find a bolt that's attached to the frame, like here or here or here, whatever. There was a nice little easy bolt to access right there. I wrapped it around the bolt, and then I screwed it in, and that grounded it to the frame, allowing the system to have power. So now, instead of running it to the accessory port, which is what a lot of people are going to do, when you come over and you turn on the key over here on this bike, you will notice as soon as I give it power, this starts to power up and turn on. Very neat graphics, and by the way, the screen is HD. If you were curious, this is a high-definition screen. Alright, let's jump back into it, because that original menu that you saw is only available when you turn off your Bluetooth, and unfortunately every time I turn off my Bluetooth it wants to reconnect to the device, so it automatically turns it back on the moment it realizes that this is auto scanning for autoplay. So I can't show you the main screen unless I grab another phone, which I'll do at the end of this, and I'll record from a different phone so you can see the main screen, because like I said, every time I turn off my Bluetooth on this one, it just wants to reconnect no matter what. So once it connects to Android or iOS, you can see that your apps are going to be right here. You also have a split screen divider. If you click on this, it will split the screen and pull up things that you have going. Like, for instance, I had Pandora going. So if I had my Bluetooth on my helmet, I can run my Pandora music right from here without ever having to touch my cell phone. I hit play, it starts to play. We'll turn that off so that it doesn't play, but point is, that's how that works. You can skip through, and then when you want to, you can go back to your main screen here. This gives you can actually alter this if you want to. You can put other things in here if you want to, like your messenger. So I can get phone calls and messages. I can actually answer those on my Bluetooth and see what they say on here. And I can reply to them through the helmet audio. If you have a reasonable setup on your helmet, you can actually hit voice and it will listen in your helmet, and then you can just speech to text, and then you can send the text directly from here. So that's very nice, especially if you're cruising at night, or, you know, whatever the case is. Quick message, pull off to the side of the road, do it if you want to be very safe about it. But this allows you to adjust these as necessary and move these or add features to the main screen for your split, so you don't just have to have this. Another thing is, I wanted to go over this because I don't think a lot of people realize this. If you do a lot of group riding with people on your motorcycle, what's neat is if you download Discord, it actually lets you use Discord on here, so you can bump up a multi-base server, allowing you to communicate through your Bluetooth with up to 40 people at a time if they all jump in your Discord server, and you can operate the Discord server right from this device. So if you had a huge group ride and everybody wanted to be able to talk, and they all had Bluetooth on their helmets, and Wi-Fi capability, or cell signal, then they would be able to ride with Discord active the entire time, and you could control the entire server group right from this device, which is very, very unique. It's very cool that you can do that with Android Play. If you click here, obviously it takes you to the apps that it's allowing you to use that you currently have on your phone, so you can still select settings, messages. You know, it's not going to let you use things like YouTube or stuff like that. That's, I'm guessing, legality reasons they don't let you do that. But I wanted to talk about this. This allows you your settings for brightness and altering your maps and things like that, so you can add features into your maps while you're doing it. And it gives you your basic stuff. So I can customize this, or I can do it all from my Android phone, or iOS device. If you go into your iOS autoplay, or you go into Android autoplay, and you pull up, just go to your search bar and type Android Auto, it will allow you to change a bunch of distinct features of your Android Play, and add in apps that it wasn't recognizing. So if you had Discord and for some reason this didn't recognize that it was a usable app that was legal to use while riding, you could add that in on your device, or you could do it from here. Very, very unique. The touchscreen on this is actually really, really good. It's snappy. Like, I'm quite surprised by the processing power of this thing. It listens very, very well. Also, if you zoom in, I think I can zoom. I've never tried on this. I think I can do it from here, maybe. That's the zoom in capability. You'll notice that it renders everything in 3D. So while you're driving, you can actually see the 3D structures. I thought that was very cool because my Google Maps version does not allow me to see 3D structure in this format. So this is very cool that it's providing it to you in a 3D format like that. I don't know why I just flattened out, probably because my internet out here sucks. But very, very simple to use. Just beyond that, guys, you can see your battery life on your phone, so you can monitor how much you're using, your LTE network, whether it's in 5G. As you can see, it just switched over to 5G. Your time, obviously. Tells you your notifications. If you just click on it, you can access quick notifications. Nobody's called me or texted me while I was riding, so of course it's not showing any of that. But you can see your main places that you travel, and obviously if you go to your maps and you want to do a regular search, you can do that just by clicking here, going to search, and then it'll still give you a bunch of the different addresses that you've been to here recently. So very, very cool. It's a very easy device to use once you wire it into the bike correctly. I would suggest this for anybody who's traveling. I have never had a disconnect while I'm driving. It works flawlessly. It really saves the battery on your phone. It doesn't overheat your phone. The sun guard is very good. I was worried about reflection on this. I'm not anymore. When I'm out riding, I can see this perfectly fine with the brightness only at 50% in direct sunlight in Florida. So if that was your concern, works great. Other than that, like I said, you've got all your normal speech buttons, your settings. You can go in here and adjust whatever you want to, show your messages. Like I said, this allows you to start a whole bunch of different things, whether you want to set it for day or night mode. There's actually a lot here. If you really go through this, there's actually a ton of different features that you can go with. But normally I'll just be using it for these basic things right here. So I hope that helped you guys make a decision. I can't live without mine. I've had an Android Play system on my bike now for over 2 years. This is a new one. I actually like this one. And what's really cool about this one is I'm going to go back and show you that main menu that it gave me. But once you connect it to autoplay, I don't think it lets you jump back to the original screen menu unless you disconnect your device from this, right? So, unfortunately, I can't go back and show you that unless I grab a different cell phone. But what's cool is it does allow you DVR settings, and if I had all that plugged in, I think I would have access from it from right here. But as of right now, like I said, I can't get back to the main screen. I can try exit. We'll see if that works. There we go. Never mind. I got back to the main screen. And if I want to bump up autoplay again, I just hit auto. Cool. That's cool. I didn't know I could do that. I'm glad I was playing with that. So you got CarPlay for iOS devices, and then you have Auto for Android Auto, and then let's see what apps it comes with. Phone Link. Now this is interesting. I saw this earlier. I don't think that it actually allows you to do screen mirroring. I will test that though. If this allows screen mirroring, that's very cool. There's a lot of information here. Like I said, it allows you to check your SD card. Let's see what setup actually offers. Okay, so you can do a factory reset. You can set this up for sound, display settings, background, screensavers. So that's really cool. This gives you a ton of different options that you can roll with here. That's very nice. So we'll go back to basic setup, back button. Let's see here. So it says I'm still connected to Bluetooth. So that's cool. I can jump in and out of the options menu. And if I go to here, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Go back. Bluetooth ear, Bluetooth setup. I thought there was a way that you could communicate TPMS. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. I knew I saw this. So if you actually had the devices that you could order for this, you can connect to your tire pressure, stuff like that. It would actually tell you all of the information that you were seeking right here. But you see it says unpaired device, unpaired device. I do not have those. Also, your camera settings would be coming through here for your DVR if you were going to do that. But because I don't have any camera set up, kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying? I can't access any of that stuff. No SD card valid. So if you actually had an SD card in here, then it would be seeking the camera use. So you can do a front-facing and rear-facing camera that connects here on the bottom. Overall, I have to say this is a very neat device. It works really, really well. I've had no issues with it. I'm loving this thing. I think it's actually better than the one that I had. But like I said, I use it for basic purposes and group riding. So for me, it works perfectly. I can get all the information that I need on the fly right here. And like I said, if I want to check the weather while I'm rolling, I just click that, hit weather, and then it should connect to my phone and give me the latest weather updates for my current area. I don't know if I'm connected to Wi-Fi out here or not, but I think it's trying to connect to my WineGuard, which is not going to be able to do. Point is, it's cool that it has those features. So anyways, guys, I hope that helps. Purchase link for this will be in the description of the video. Very cool of the company to send this to me. I'm quite happy. Works really well if you install it correctly. It works really, really well. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, show me a little love and support. Like I said, everything you need information-wise will be in the description of this video. I will also tag it in the comment section so you can check out the company and what they have to offer.